we are looking at coronavirus perhaps changing. A new study shows that the coronavirus is mutating, with one mutation making the virus more contagious. The report did not find that the mutations are making the virus deadlier or changing clinical outcomes. Joining me right now is the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Alex Azar. Secretary, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Oh, good to see you again, Maria. Thanks.
What's your take on these mutations report on coronavirus?
Well, we're still looking at that at NIH and CDC, that data, but I think the important thing for folks is we don't see anything so far that would seem to indicate that that would impact vaccine development or safety and efficacy of a vaccine. And that's, of course, one of the most important questions that you would look to, because we are seeing through this incredible progress of President Trump's Operation Warp Speed, we're seeing products like convalescent plasma, monoclonal antibodies, and the early stage results from the vaccine trials showing that this is very much a druggable virus, and that's very important as we do our development programs.
That is very, very good news. And, of course, we heard yesterday the news from J&J, Johnson & Johnson, talking about the one shot that is going into the final stages. What are you most hopeful, or what looks most promising to you right now, Secretary? Is it Johnson & Johnson? Is it Pfizer, Moderna? What can you tell us is sort of the most optimistic?
I'd give you all of the above, Maria. And, you know, the Johnson & Johnson one's a great example of how President Trump, this Operation Warp Speed, has changed the game of drug development by harnessing the entire power of the government to drive faster development by allowing us to de-risk the financial risk of drug companies. So back in March, when we first were working with J&J, they said, well, maybe we can get into the initial phase 1 clinical trial on our vaccine in September. Yesterday, they're in phase 3, final trials, single vaccine, good cold chain storage issues on it. So right now, it's just going to be data. And every vaccine, all 6 of the vaccines we're working with are in industrial scale manufacturing now. We literally have millions of doses of vaccine already. We've had several of these report out their phase 1 results. I think J&J in the next day or two said they're going to report out their phase 1 results on that trial. So I'm very optimistic about where we're headed in terms of vaccine progress, and our monoclonal antibody program on therapeutics is going very well also.
Wow, that's amazing. 6 vaccines in industrial production already in such a short time. How have they done this, Secretary? I mean, I know that the president has tried to lead the agencies in terms of taking away bureaucracies, lowering the barriers to moving through the FDA. But what is it that has enabled them to comply with this warp speed that the president is asking for?
You know, the president commissioned me to make things go faster than the normal drug company timelines would be. And, you know, as you know, my background, I spent a good deal of time at a drug company, so I know how this works. And we were able to design a system where we can relieve the critical barrier to development by pharmaceutical companies, which is the financial risk. Putting the power of the U.S. government behind this, I have de-risked the development process. So phase 1, you normally would do phase 1 trials. Then, after you get results, you start planning for phase 2 because you don't want to run the risk of your money. I can de-risk that because we're the government, and we plan all of that. We literally move from phase 1 to 2, 2 to 3 in 24 hours because that's all mapped out, planned, logistics are done, everything. Same with manufacturing. Nobody would ever be making commercial scale production of vaccine while you're still in the beginning stages of clinical trials. We're doing that because we can invest. We have redundant manufacturing capacity. We've got FDA as a key partner in validating manufacturing quality and process. So that's what's enabled us to, even as we're in phase 3, be producing millions and eventually tens of millions of doses of vaccine that will be FDA gold standard before it goes into anybody's arm.
Amazing. Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony Fauci told Congress yesterday that the U.S. should have enough COVID-19 vaccine doses for every American by April. Fauci said that there is growing optimism of a vaccine by the end of the year or early 2021. Your thoughts on what you heard from Fauci yesterday in terms of, is that what you're thinking, that every American will have access by April 2021? Because I know you've got priorities. You've got to give them to the first responders first in terms of the vaccine, right? Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, so just to be clear on timelines, because everyone will say things from their own perspective, but it's all the same, and I'll give you just the definitive statement of what we're doing. Pfizer and Moderna have said we may see data as soon as late October. At that point, it would go to them out of an independent data safety monitoring board. They would review it and determine if it was sufficient to submit for an application for authorization. We believe that by December, we will have, by the end of December, we'll have as many as 100 million doses of vaccine that would be FDA approved. We would target that vaccine initially in the most vulnerable people. Then in January, we would be continuing to produce in the hundreds of millions of doses, further getting to all seniors, healthcare workers, first responders, as you said. And then by end of March, April, we would have enough vaccine, plenty of vaccine for all Americans, and we would, of course, be vaccinating as we go. We're not stockpiling it. So just rolling vaccination programs to prioritize groups through an incredible distribution system that already exists that we'd be putting this into.
Now, President Trump is going to be speaking on his health care vision for the country this afternoon. There are reports that say he's planning to announce health care-related executive orders, including one meant to safeguard insurance protections for pre-existing conditions if the Supreme Court rolls back Obamacare. Secretary, what are you expecting from the president's speech today?
Yeah, so I'll be traveling down there with them. It's going to be a really big announcement of really the president's agenda on health care, which is bigger than Obamacare. Everyone wants to talk about Obamacare. That's a small sliver of health care. This president has done more for all 331 million Americans' health care than any recent president. He's going to be focused on better care, more choices, and lower cost. And it's consistent with the last 4 years of what he's been doing, bringing transparency so people can shop for services, get lower cost, have more choice, put them in the driver's seat, interoperable health IT, protecting pre-existing conditions, lowering drug costs, dealing with some of the most intractable issues like ending the HIV epidemic and curing sickle cell anemia. But today he's going to have a series of big and bold announcements that are just the next steps across that entire comprehensive health plan for all Americans. Better care, more choice, and lower cost.
Sounds good. Secretary, real quick before you go, different topic on the flu shot. Do you agree that it's important to get a flu shot this year? It's not going to do anything, though, for COVID. Right?
Well, actually, Maria, it's vital that people get their flu vaccinations. We have up to 200 million doses of vaccine. President Trump asked us to work with manufacturers to ensure that we have more than we have had in recent years. It's important that you get vaccinated because we want you as healthy as possible. We want you to not suffer from the flu, or if you get the flu, to reduce the consequences of it, which is what the flu vaccine does for you, because we want you in as healthy a position in the event you might have to confront COVID. So it's actually really important. Plus, we're aggressively trying to get people vaccinated for flu because it's sort of a dry run for COVID vaccination. And frankly, it'll help tackle some of the partisan attacks that have gotten in bed with the anti-vax movement when talking about any COVID-19 vaccines.
Yeah, it's a good point. Secretary, it's good to see you this morning. Thank you, sir.